Hi, I'm Kirby Allison, and welcome to my new walk-in humidor. Everyone that watches this channel knows that this is literally a dream come true. I have to say, on my 40th year, I've hit really a home run. I've been to Cuba. I built this walk-in humidor, and I built a smoke filtration system at a new home that we just completed. So you know what, things could be worse. But today is a very exciting day. Today is the first day that we inaugurate this beautiful walk-in humidor by Vigilant. And now this has been a project that has been a long time in the making, and I'm going to talk through a few of the summary points in this video today. But then we're going to go straight to the punch. It is time to fill this up with some cigars. So first things first, this is a humidor that I've really been working on kind of in my mind for years. And finally, I connected with a humidor manufacturer that's based in New Hampshire called Vigilant. And it was after meeting with them and seeing the quality of their work that I decided to finally pull the trigger. So all of the cabinetry, all the woodwork you see in here was designed by Vigilant. And you can follow along in that design process by looking in the description of this video and clicking the links to the other videos that are a part of this series. Now, Vigilant is unique in that they started first and foremost as a manufacturer of humidors, but like anyone that's in the humidor business, you're not going to make your money or earn a living for that matter just selling walk-in humidors. So very early on, they evolved from walk-in humidors to building absolutely exceptional wine cellars. And so you can see here some of the original sketches of what it is that we came up with. And I have to say, they did an absolutely fantastic job with the execution of this, not just in the design, but in the build quality. So first, let me give you a quick review of how to build a walk-in humidor. Again, we've got an entire series of videos on this, but a humidor at the end of the day is really built almost just like a wine cellar, right? It's meant to hold a very consistent ambient temperature and humidity as consistently as possible. And in order to do that, the first thing you need to do is to build that shell and then spray foam it with closed cell spray foam. Now, closed cell spray foam provides that R-value insulation that you need in order to lock in that temperature, but it also provides a humidity or vapor barrier, which is especially important in the construction of a walk-in humidor, where that humidity level is even more important than, say, with wine. So at a wine cellar, you'd keep humidity relatively low, maybe 55, 60 degrees. And here in this walk-in humidor, I really want my humidity between 60 and 65 degrees to be quite optimum. So that's important. And then after that, it's just a matter of really kind of putting the walls in, the sheetrock. You've got to use special sheetrock that is mold resistant. Again, this is kind of a wet environment. It's got a much higher humidity than your average drywall is built to withstand. So you need special drywall that is built to withstand that mold. Once that's in, we painted. We put in a beautiful wood floor that you can see right here. We did the ceiling, which is just an unfinished pine. I chose to leave it unfinished, again, with the idea that it would help provide a little bit more of a moisture buffer, if you will, so it would kind of absorb and then release moisture to help stabilize the humidity in here. And so beautiful unfinished pine, not that expensive. We did that in this side room. And then after all that was done, it was time to put in the beautiful Vigilant humidor shelving. And as you can see, it's absolutely incredible. And we have some lockers down here. Again, there's friends and family, if you will. So the idea is that, you know, if I've got a good friend that needs a place to store some cigars, we've got these lockers for them. Or if I have something that maybe I'm even trying to keep myself from smoking, I can put those in also. And then in designing this, it seemed like this was an exceptional amount of space. And so right here to the right, the idea was to have a little bit of room for some wine, have some bottles. This could be an area, maybe if we had someone over, we could do a tasting. Maybe one of these days we'll have a small little table kind of created right here, again, so that we could do actual filming inside this humidor as an actual set. So this is the build out and the construction. Next is, how do we control the ambient temperature and humidity? And so as I referenced earlier, a humidor is really built just like a wine cellar. And for that, Wine Guardian actually, which specializes in HVAC units or cooling units for wine cellars, is the same type of company that you would use for the cooling of a humidor. It's very important to use something like this that is purpose-built because if you just wanted to bring in, say, a small little portable air conditioning unit, the problem you're going to run into is that standard HVAC dehumidifies, right? So that cooling and dehumidification is going to constantly be fighting against the humidification that you want to maintain in here. Wine Guardian has designed their units to really minimize the amount of humidity removed during the cooling process. Now, so I've got the Wine Guardian Centil series. This is the D050. And so that's installed right above here, and then it's ducted in with the exhaust or supply right here, pulling the air out into the unit. And then towards the front of the humidor, we have the return, which is putting that cool air back. So again, it's meant to help control the flow of air. So then after that, the next question is, how do you control the humidity? Again, that's the most important characteristic in the storage of your cigars. And so for this, we went with a unit called the Condair Nortec RH2+. Now this is a special type of humidification unit that is steam-based, and it's turning water into a steam vapor, which is supposed to have a better distribution of humidity within the environment. It's supposed to be a higher quality humidity, if that's even possible. So that's how we're really kind of managing the unit. And then just as an insurance, if you will, again, I've got hopefully what will be one day a significant collection of cigars in here. I have a Camfill City M air purification system. This is something we actually sell on KirbyAllison.com. You can use it to help with light smoke filtration if you have a small smoking room, or you can use it again for the HEPA filtration benefits and carbon filtration benefits that this offers. This is a hospital grade, professional level filtration system. The filters are lasting up to 18 to 24 months, so it's not something that you're having to change every 3 to 6 months. And the idea with this is that I really want the environment in here to be as clean as possible. Thinking that maybe this can help remove any mold spores that might be introduced to this environment, just keeping it clean so that these beautiful cigars that will soon be resting on these shelves are as well taken care of as possible. And that really is the idea. This project isn't about vanity, but let's be honest, it's pretty awesome. But the whole catalyst for this project really was just my frustration with the difficulty in maintaining a stable humidity and temperature in smaller humidors. There's just wide fluctuations in humidity and temperature, even in something that's well built and well maintained. And so as my collection of cigars grew, I exceeded the small little side table, had to buy a larger kind of wine cooler size. I reached the capacity at that. And finally I said, you know what? It's time to fully embrace my passions and build this walk-in humidor. So that's a little bit of a background. If you have any questions about this build process, please let me know in the comments section below. Again, we're calling this the Kirby Allison Cigar Keep by Vigilant, which is the incredible company that built these shelves and helped make this possible. But I have to say, maybe without further ado, the most exciting part is going to be to put my cigars on these shelves. So I thought I would invite you to join me in this process as we begin inaugurating and stocking this beautiful walk-in humidor. Here we go. The work's not done yet. This is just the beginning. But I have to say, I don't think I've ever seen all of these cigars together in one place. And if you are my wife and you're watching this video, stop watching right now. This is why I built this walk-in humidor at the office. and not at home. These are a collection that I think is best outside the purview of anyone's domestic partner or spouse, because as you can see, I might have a problem.
Kirby!
It's a lot of cigars, and it's funny. You know, you hear me often say that I don't even feel like I have enough cigars to smoke freely, because every single time I open one of these boxes, I feel like I'm basically almost finished. But to see them all in one place is pretty magnificent. Now, the next challenge is going to be, how is it that I display and organize all of these glorious cigars in a way that makes sense? So this is the next challenge. And so let's see what we can do. Partagas, wait, I mean, there's really nothing more glorious than a cab of 50, as I often say. The only thing better than a box of 25 is a cab of 50. There's just something special about a cab of 50 that makes them age better. I think in addition to that, you also have a deep enough stock of cigars in a cab of 50 so that you can actually smoke into them much further without feeling like the box is already half empty. I mean, I find that with a standard box of 25, I'm 4 or 5 cigars into a box and I feel like I'm almost done. With the cab of 50, 10 or 15 cigars in it before I start to hit that point of hesitation. So I'm displaying these at top here. I've got my Partagas Lusitanas, one of my favorites, Hoyo de Monterrey, double Coronas, another absolutely exceptional cigar. And I think that actually the most expensive part of this entire project is in fact going to be filling it with cigars, because now that I'm looking at this, I'm seeing that I've got 3 cabs of 50 of the Hoyo de Monterrey, double Coronas, but I've only got 2 cabs of 50 of the Partagas, and they're starting to look a little lonely, so we're going to want to fix that. But let's keep on going. So, we need to showcase the Bolivars. Of course, Bolivars being one of my first loves, right? I don't have nearly as many as I should in this humidor. But again, part of this is to walk in and to really be able to see all of your cigars. This I'll do last. This is going to be those really incredible kind of cigars to display. But I also want to see all of my cigars. So I'm going to put my Bolivars on top of the Partagas. I love the Partagas Aristocrats. Again, I've got, 4, 8, 10, 12 boxes right there. But I'd love to see my Bolivars right here. So we've got Royal Coronas, Belicosos Finos. I've got some gold medals. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. We've got some more cabinets. So Belicosos Finos. Right. We've got the Hoyo de Monterrey. These are the floor extras. All these Davidoffs. This is Year of the Dragon. Another absent of the Davidoff packaging, I have to say, is outstanding. I mean, look at that. Isn't that incredible? I mean, pulls out. Wow. Insanity. All right, we're mostly done here. As you can see, this is easier work said than done. A lot of decisions to make. I think one of the most important decisions is going to be, what is it that we display here? And I think the obvious choice are some of the Bohiques. I'm hoping to maybe one day get some humidors, not auction humidors, but like a nice LA Blue, one of their collectible ones to put here. But for right here, right now, for lack of anything better, I'm just going to put some nice boxes. I have the Linea Maestra box set of 3 cigars that I received at the Habanos Festival. I'm going to put those right here. All right. This is a Davidoff Ora Blanco. It was a gift from this Hawkins. I mean, this is an unbelievable cigar again. We'll put that right here. This is my Davidoff corner. And there we go. I mean, this is starting to look really nice. I'm starting to think, wow, maybe I should have built a larger humidor. I'm going to be stacking these things up on the ground soon. But this is, I have to say, glorious. I love my cabinets, right? I may play around with those a little bit more. I don't know, it's just the beginning. So, let me know what you think in the comments section below. If you have any suggestions about how I should organize this, please, by all means, let me know those suggestions. Maybe I need some lighting right here. Maybe these beautiful Davidoff presentation Roar releases should be right here. I mean, this space right here needs something. I don't know what that is yet. I mean, a beautiful LA Blue humidor would look great right there. So I'll start working on thinking about that. But yeah, this is great. And then of course my friends' lockers. But boy, is this incredible to see all these together. And again, I look at all these and I think to myself, I don't even know what I want to smoke. I don't feel like I have enough cigars to smoke. I look at all these beautiful boxes and the last thing I want to do is open one and somehow break a full box. But here we are. This is what we have to work with. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Again, exciting day. This is the Kirby Allison Cigar Keep Walk-In Humidor by Vigilant. This is really an incredible moment. I have to say that I feel as though the work has just begun, because as I look at all these empty shelves, I think that they must be filled. Otherwise, as you all know, I'm Kirby Allison, and I love to help the well-dressed acquire and care for their wardrobes while exploring the world of quality, craftsmanship, and tradition. Thanks for joining me today for this exciting moment as I inaugurate this incredible walk-in humidor.